Ever missed a winning trade not because your strategy was wrong, but because your tools didn't give you the full picture? Before you lock into TrendSpider or trade ideas, I put both to the test to see which one actually helps you catch high probability setups before the market moves. And by the end of this video, I'll share the one platform that completely changed how I analyze trades and why. Now, before anything else, let's talk about what actually happens when you sign up, because that's when the real truth actually comes out. I've gone through a mountain of TrendSpider and Trade Ideas reviews, some great, some others a little tense. Let's start with TrendSpider. One guy left a one-star review saying he felt boxed in by their yearly prepaid subscription. He was frustrated that existing users didn't seem to get more flexible options, and yeah, I get it. I mean, not everyone wants to commit long term, especially if you're still figuring out your trading workflow. But here's the thing, with TrendSpider, you're paying for access to a platform that constantly adds new tools and has a lot of different options. So does that justify a yearly plan? For most users, yeah. That's why, despite that complaint, the platform still holds a solid 4.3 out of 5 stars. That's not inflated hype, it's backed by thousands of traders who use it daily. One reviewer praised it for its depth of features, saying that it was far superior to anything else he'd used before. Another guy said the strategy tester literally changed how he approaches his trades, especially when it came to refining his entry and exit rules. That says a lot. Now, switching to trade ideas, with a 3.0 out of 5-star rating, Trade Ideas sits a bit lower in terms of overall customer sentiment. One reviewer didn't hold back. He said the only people he knows using Trade Ideas daily are those getting it free through brokers. According to him, the platform has been cramming in features like AI alerts that, in his words, don't really add value. He was also disappointed with the limited backtesting window. So for serious strategy building, that's could be a deal breaker. Now, to be fair, Trade Ideas does have strengths. It's fast, it's real time, and it's laser focused on stock scanning. If you're just looking for alerts and setups on US equities and you don't need deep backtesting or cross-market support, it does that job well. Some traders like that it keeps things simple, especially if you're working with a broker who bundles it into your account anyway. It might be all you need. All right, now let's get into the real deciding factor, the features. I've personally tested and explored both platforms, and here's how it really stacks up. So let's start with TrendSpider. Their strategy development and backtesting tools, honestly, next level. What stood out for me wasn't just how fast the backtesting is, it's how detailed and customizable it gets. You're not locked into one set of conditions, so you can build logic blocks, stack them, tweak entry and exit rules based on candle count, profit thresholds, moving average crosses. It's like having a full-blown testing lab, right? So I've been able to test strategies across different time frames going years back, and that's the kind of historical depth that gives you confidence that your strategy works in all types of market conditions, just not last week. And I'm not the only one saying that. One reviewer literally called it great software, especially for backtesting and scanning. And I'd agree, there's just more flexibility here compared to anything else I've tried. Now, here's where Trade Ideas starts to fall off for a bit. Their backtesting only covers the last 63 days. 63 days. That's barely 2 months, and not enough for real confidence if you're building long-term strategies. I mean, how can you trust a strategy if you haven't seen how it performs across different market conditions? For me, that felt like a hard stop when I first tested it. Now, let's talk about the AI Trading Strategy Lab in TrendSpider. This is where things really got interesting. It's not just an alert generator or pattern recognizer. The AI actually helps you build and optimize your strategy based on real data. It pulls insights you might not even think to look for and then helps you refine them. I'll be honest, this has become one of my favorite features. One reviewer nailed it when he said, "My most favorite feature is the AI strategies feature, as it allows you to optimize your trading strategy." And yep, I've had that exact same experience. Now, over to Trade Ideas, there is one area where it does stand out, their strategy optimization view. I've used it to visually tweak trade parameters and see which changes made the biggest difference in profitability. It's fast, it's clean, and it definitely gives you a sense of what's working and what's dragging your strategy down. The catch, you're working inside a more rigid framework. You don't have as much room to play with logic structures the way you do in TrendSpider, right? Now, let's be honest, no platform is perfect, and these trading tools are no exception. With TrendSpider, the sheer depth of tools can feel overwhelming at first. There's a learning curve, no question, but once you push past that, the payoff is huge. You'll find yourself using tools you never even knew you needed, and the support team is there every step of the way. Trade Ideas, on the other hand, is fast and lightweight, but limited. It's not for traders who want to develop complex multi-market strategies. If you're looking for deeper customization or multi-market setups, it might come up short. But if your workflow is built around US stock markets and quick entry-exit setups, you'll feel right at home. All right, now let's talk pricing, because that matters just as much as the features. From my experience, TrendSpider is actually well priced for what it offers. I wouldn't call it cheap, but you're not just paying for flashy tools, you're getting a platform that keeps improving with serious functionality across multiple markets. Now, Trade Ideas, it can feel a little pricey, especially if you're just testing the waters or only trading occasionally. Since it focuses strictly on stocks and limits your flexibility, I'd say the value is clearer if you're an active stock day trader. That's the kind of user who's more likely going to get the most out of it. That said, both platforms offer different tiers depending on your needs, and discounts pop up pretty frequently, so check the link in the description for the latest pricing and any promos. We update it regularly so you never have to overpay. So, Trade Ideas versus TrendSpider, who takes the crown? For me, it comes down to clarity and execution. If you want real-time alerts, fast scans, and a platform that gets you into trades without overcomplicating the process, Trend Ideas is the winner. It may not offer the deepest backtesting or the widest market support, but what it does exceptionally well. When I'm reading US stocks and need to act fast, nothing beats having Trade Ideas feed me setups in real time. TrendSpider has depth, no doubt, but if you're focused on speed, simplicity, and turning data into action quickly, Trade Ideas gives you the edge. Click the link in the description to check the current pricing, to explore the platform for yourself, and grab any special promos we found.